Hammerhead, one of Marvel's most enduring and menacing villains, has been a fixture in the criminal underworld of New York City for decades. Known for his brutal strength and his trademark steel head, Hammerhead is a figure whose presence has caused chaos and terror among both superheroes and mobsters alike. Though his origins are somewhat less known than other villains, Hammerhead's rise through the criminal ranks and his eventual clashes with Spider-Man and other Marvel heroes have made him a formidable adversary in the Marvel universe. Hammerhead first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man number 113 in 1972, created by writer Jerry Conway and artist John Romita Sr. His early appearances presented him as a ruthless and cold-blooded mobster, determined to carve out his own place in the criminal world of New York City. Unlike many of Spider-Man's other foes, Hammerhead wasn't given extraordinary powers at first. Instead, he was a dangerous and ambitious criminal who relied on his strength, intelligence, and brutal nature to rise in the ranks. Hammerhead's defining physical feature is his head, which was surgically altered to resemble a steel-plated hammerhead shape. His hammerhead appearance not only made him stand out visually but also gave him a distinct advantage in hand-to-hand combat, as he could headbutt enemies with the force of a wrecking ball. This modification, however, wasn't without its consequences. His now iron-like skull became both his weapon and his weakness, as it left him susceptible to high-impact attacks that could damage or harm him, making him vulnerable despite his hard exterior. Hammerhead's ambition to become a prominent figure in the criminal world was clear from the beginning. Initially, he worked under Big Man, the crime boss of the Magia Syndicate, but he quickly moved through the ranks, asserting his dominance over rival factions. His intelligence, drive, and ruthlessness allowed him to gain control over much of the underworld, specifically in the realm of organized crime in New York. One of his early significant storylines involved his conflict with Silvermane, another powerful mob boss. Hammerhead's unrelenting nature led him to challenge Silvermane's authority, even going so far as to betray his former employer. This confrontation escalated into a major rivalry and allowed Hammerhead to build a small empire of his own. He didn't just take control of mob activities, he also manipulated people, forming alliances with other criminals, such as Dr. Octopus and the Vulture, to further his influence and power. Over the years, Hammerhead has had several run-ins with Spider-Man, the most notable of which involved his leadership of the Magia crime family. In these stories, Spider-Man was often caught between stopping Hammerhead's illegal activities and dealing with the impact of his violent tactics on innocent civilians.